And this is my presentation on collective courage. So this is the summary for the first chapter. The first chapter discussed the different Black-owned organizations and cooperatives, how they were made, how we use them, the role that women played in the organizations and cooperatives, and lessons that we learned along the way. Just things like that. For example, one of the companies organizations or cooperatives that they talked about that was in the book, was the Mutual Aid Society. Its purpose was to help our people with by providing like the everyday what you need in life every single day. It was the first mutual aid society, and it was founded in 1780. And I'm not sure if this is how the Mutual Aid Society came about, but in other organizations and other cooperatives, we pulled our resources together so that we can make that thing happen. Two of the lessons that were talked about in this first chapter of the book was that you need to build trust and solidarity among the members of the organization, and you need to get support from your community with your organizations and cooperatives. Now for chapter 2. In this chapter, book focused on certain organizations, cooperatives that were mostly Black owned, or organizations and cooperatives that Black people played a large role in, like they lived in that place or near it or something like that, and so they ended up having a big part in what that organization or cooperative or commune did. And also in this chapter, they put where the organizations were, when they started, who founded them, and their purpose. Basically the same thing that they put in chapter 1. For example, the NAEI, which was in Western Massachusetts. It stands for Northampton Association of Education and Industry. And this was a commune, and I think Sojourner Truth was a part of that commune, or lived in that part. So she had a lot to do with the NAEI. For chapter 3, they talked about the Black-owned organizations, how some of them changed into business-like, or business kind of like organizations or cooperatives, and or how they changed it into kind of companies, and what those companies or businesses did, and other things like about them. For example, the UNIA. I believe the UNIA had like cooperatives, and one of them, I think, was like the Black Star Line. They had many others, but like the Black Star Line was going to be a shipping line, which is almost kind of like a company. It's either kind of like a company or is a company. I'm not completely sure, but that's an example for that. Now the timeline. For this timeline, I'm going to be going from 1780 to 1830. And so in 1780, we have the establishment of the African Mutual Aid Society in Rhode Island by the African Methodist Church.